Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. I feel like it was real important to do this video. Look, I got love for the sisters, of course I do, but I gotta address the brothers right quick because I feel it's real important that I get this message out to y'all. And like I said, I want to be as transparent as possible. I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from. At the end of the day, the plight of the black man, the hurdles that's been through in our way via our open enemy and our enemy that look just like us in form of man or woman, and then our enemies that pretended to be our allies when they were just studying us and learning us and basically appropriating us to take information back to their communities and capitalize off of it. But that's what we get for, not lowering our trust meter. But I have to say this, they have just been this thing to take down and silence, and basically mute the voice of the black man, destroy the image of the black man by putting people in front of us like Don Lemon and Little Nas X, among others, trying to suppress us. Anything they can do to guilt us, shame us, and use people that look just like us, figureheads, agents, plants. I call it the Bill O'Neill mentality, but you know what I mean by that. And they've been pushing that agenda strong. And it started in the early 1900s, post so-called slavery and, the black household, where they did a lot of programming, or should I say brainwashing, with our women, to where they used our women and played our women against us. And they've been doing it for a while. Like I said, mass incarceration, the welfare system, all that type of stuff. Promoting and putting women in high power positions to work alongside, mighty whitey. Now, we can make an argument if it's deserving, or was it sort of like a gender token and at the same time so-called affirmative action move. And I'm not saying that. Look, you have to tell the truth. Like I said, I'm not worried about people being offended, because this stuff is being did on purpose, been done on purpose, and will continue to be done on purpose. Whether you look at the new forms of Jim Crow, Willie Lynch, whatever you want to call it, you have to understand. It's just like what Charles S. Dutton said on Menace to Society. The hunt is on. We're the target. We're the prey. And like I said, they trying to put us in a cage. At the end of the day, as I said before, everybody is allowed to disrespect us and talk to us any old kind of way as if we don't deserve respect. When I hear people, in particularly that don't look like us, trying to talk greasy on black men, and like I say, and when I point this out, some people act like they shocked, and then of course the people on the opposite side, hey, no, this is not fair, and no, all of us don't think. No, not gonna get away with that. Like I said, we have no allies. But I'm just thinking back to how, to a certain degree, we've been betrayed to a certain degree by our own women, who worked alongside of the white man to silence us, basically take away our voice and try to guilt trip us into not being able to speak. But then at the same time, when this is my thing, it's funny how certain people holler about how they want us to protect them. But then at the same time, they don't try to protect us. They don't defend us. They don't hold the open enemy or the self-looking enemy accountable until we say something. Now, don't get me wrong. There is some sisters out there that's riding hard, ride or die. So I'm not talking about y'all. And you know that I'm talking about the ones who exist. The Simone Sanders, the Amber Phillips of the world, the people like that. You know, the Rochelle Richies of the world. Those type of people. You know, who think we ain't supposed to speak on nothing. And like I said, I really want to go back to the Kevin Kelly situation. And then I'm going to get to Ice Cube, because all this stuff is important and it's going to be able to tie in with what I'm talking about now. You know, like I said, we all remember the video with Kevin Kelly, the owner of the high-end restaurant, who had to go off on some black women that was basically literally showing their ass and twerking and acting a damn fool in his establishment. He went off on them, and I'm glad he didn't really apologize for what he did, because I felt it was necessary. And like I said, of course, he voiced his opinion and everybody demonized him. You even had people that this had nothing to do with sticking a nose in our business. You know, people from the Alphabet Committee and, you know, outside women speaking on this, and even outside men speaking on this, which, by the way, like I said, it wasn't none of your fucking business. So stay, like I said, stay out our mix. I mean, this man was called horrendous names, called a bully, but never mind the fact that them women was standing on his property. Never mind, he told them at least 3 to 4 times to stop doing it. Everybody disregarded that. Nobody wants to talk about, oh, well, he shouldn't have been playing that music. And like I said before, don't matter what music he was playing. And then, of course, you had women trying to say, well, if you don't want people to do that kind of stuff, don't play that type of music. Well, first of all, you know, and they'll say at a black establishment, you know, women refusing to take accountability, somehow, some way, trying to make it his fault. Really was trying to make it his fault. And I just couldn't get over that. And he told they asses several times to stop doing that. You have to understand, when somebody runs a business. Now, what if that lady would have slipped and failed and you know, busted her shit? Then she would be trying to sue the restaurant. But because he asked them to respect their establishment, which they should have did, and he went off on them, he got vilified. And like I said before, how many fucking times you got to tell somebody to respect your business? And for any of you women that was trying to condone the ratchet behavior of those black women, middle finger to you. It's called accepting accountability. Talked about, yeah, I mean, for real, just stop it. Just stop it. And then I think back, you know, before the election, when Ice Cube went on Fox Soul with a bunch of, cornball chicks, Vivica A. Fox, a washed up actress, Lisa Ray, basically a direct video actress who got her start because of Ice Cube, who basically left Ice Cube to get, basically, even though Ice Cube handled himself correctly, basically to get, triple teamed by a bunch of irate, like, cornballs. That's the funny thing. Lisa Ray, she don't take up for Ice Cube, the person that put her on, but she'd rather defend some, transsexual, con artists that scam people out of money. But she'd rather defend that person on, American Gangster Trap Queen. She'd rather defend that person instead of Ice Cube. Oh, well, I know Ice Cube, but I just sat back. Nah. For real, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to have loyalty to a person if I know them, whether they male or female. If they help do something for me, I'm always show my loyalty. But yeah, that's Lisa Ray for you. And if I was Ice Cube, I would never fuck with her on nothing. Okay? At the end of the day, if people don't trust Kamala Harris, which they have shown, it's been proven that you can't trust who's currently in office. I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to, talk about politics really, but you was warned about who's currently in office, but you didn't listen. And now you seeing the end results. You seeing the end results of what's going on. The White House is a mess. Okay. The White House is a mess. The Democrats are just completely exposed for the frauds they are, So I'm just keeping it 100. But yeah, this needed to be said. There is this thing where people is always trying to bully black men. And I keep telling black men, until we have the courage to start standing up, it don't matter who it is. Whether it's somebody like Don Lemon, whether it's somebody like Lil Nas X, whether it's somebody like Simone Central. Like I said, it's always a double standard. Like I said before, everybody got all this vitriol once again for Kevin Samuels. But like I said, he's misogynistic, he hates women. But like I said, you can look up his old videos where he used to talk to men. He used to talk to men the same way he talked to the women. But like I said, nobody had a problem. You had women bigging him up, cheerleading. Like I said, when he started to target women, then all of a sudden, oh, he need to be off YouTube. I'm gonna get a petition. Nobody cares how black man is disrespected and talked to. Everybody think that they can disrespect us. But then to a certain degree, I blame this on black men for putting your stock in the people that don't look like you and believing that they was your allies and believing in the man. Okay. And thinking that he gonna change and reform. No. As you can see now, that's not ever gonna happen. Based off the fact that you got all this intimidation, where you got people that had the audacity to try to tell you that your history didn't exist and that you can't teach other people about what was done to you in the past and teach. Like I said, whether it's good or bad, people had a right to know about their past, where they came from, and you have people trying to take it away. And that's funny. It's funny. Ain't nobody called out, Cam, all these people that supported her and, Biden. Ain't nobody called them out for, like, why are you even allowing states to even discuss the possibility of trying to get rid of teaching black history and calling it critical race theory, which is complete crap. Isn't that dictatorship? Isn't that suppression? Isn't that oppression? Isn't that censorship? I mean, are you black people that big of cowards? So, I mean, I'm just saying. I've been saying it. This has to stop. Like I said in the last video, we need to be flooding CNN's, whatever you want to call it, complaint line, and calling Don Lemon out on that bullshit. But like I said before, they've been doing this for a while. You know, suppression, trying to take away our voice, acting like what we say don't matter. Like I said, nobody ever attacks these black women or come from them when they say stuff about us, for the most part. But everybody love to pile up and try to jump on a black man if he says anything. Look what they doing to the baby. But the baby, he should have stood tall. You know what I'm saying? But we knew he was gonna buckle. So at the end of the day, he shouldn't even be respected. Cause like I said, he's celebrated for making all these songs about how he want to harm his own people. But then, like I said, he speak out against somebody else. Then once again, he's villainized. So there you have it. But anyway, just a little food for thought. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think. I'm out.